Thanks so much, Amelia. It's really hard to get it to focus.
It is. I get very excited because I'm joined by Jesse Fink. Now, his world collapsed when his wife of 10 years left him.
That's not why you're excited.
No, I'm not excited about that. Well, I would be, because have a glimpse at him. But seriously, in one fell swoop, all jokes aside, he lost his best friend, his family, and even his dog.
That's right. So Jesse jumped headlong into the dating scene, internet especially, with disastrous and sometimes funny consequences, which he's documented in his new book, Laid Bare. Jesse Fink, the Finkster, welcome to the show. Now, you're with your wife for 11 years. Can I just say, first of all, if anyone who reads the book will know what I'm talking about here, you are absolutely a doppelganger for Iron Man Robert Downey Jr. As a nerd, when I read the book, I'm like, yeah, sure you are. You walked on set, I'm like, it's Iron Man. But anyway, look, your wife left you. It devastates you in the book.
Yeah, I mean, I was poleaxed. I really didn't know what to do with myself, and I did what a lot of guys do, and I ended up sort of joining a dating site. And
it came out of the blue, though. So, like, not only have you got what feels like, I guess, like a death, you're mourning the loss of the marriage, but no one feels like they're ever going to come up to scratch. Is that right?
No. I was more or less trying to get her attention, I think, by, you know, sleeping with as many women as possible.
Look, I did the same thing in the late 80s, to be fair. Some women, a lot of men, obviously. But it wasn't everything that you were hoping it would be.
No, it was a very empty experience most of the time. Of course, a lot of it was fun, but I never really gave up on the dream of winning her back.
And I was fascinated by you talking about how it just felt like a bit of a churn and burn. It ended up becoming sort of like a tick list of, you know, charm the lady, have the overnight romance, and then, oh no, this phone's not working properly. Oh, hang up. And then sort of moving to the next person.
We just defriend them usually, you know.
Defriend them?
Defriend, that's what you do. You add and then you defriend.
You add and you totally subtract.
But it takes you, what I found interesting, because I read your book yesterday, and it took you over the world. I mean, you just met a girl on Skype, you're like, sure, I'll fly to New York and meet you and hang out with you, and then realised, this is not working.
Yeah, I ran off with a burlesque dancer in New York who looked like Scarlett Johansson, and I thought, well,
why wouldn't you? Happy
Christmas.
Exactly, why wouldn't you? Then I ran off with a prostitute in San Francisco, which was a pretty woman fantasy of mine. And then I ended up in LA with a woman who I found out had just been going out with Bradley Cooper. So that was a little bit intimidating for me walking into that situation.
I just want to point out to people at home that kind of jumping in on the story thinking, oh, well, why are we talking to you? Why have you written this book? There's a sort of an underlying thing going on in the book here, is that there's a sort of another love story that happens in here, and that is you really wanting to man up and be a parent and be a better man for your daughter.
Yeah, absolutely. But I was finding it very difficult because I have an anxiety disorder called OCD.
That's right.
Essentially, which means that at the most inappropriate times, you're getting the most inappropriate thoughts or things that you fear might happen. So trying to be a parent to a small daughter when you're sort of suffering from this
and trying not to put your stuff onto them, like that's its own job, isn't it?
Yes, and trying to, you know, not show any kind of weakness and just be there in the moment for your child is a very difficult thing. And that was half the reason why I think my marriage ended, was because I suffered for a long time not being able to be in the moment for my wife.
Because you're also very harsh on yourself in this book because of your OCD, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you go through this pattern of behaviour, which some may see as a bit sort of 50 Shades of Grey for a guy, but, you know, but actually you're really tough on yourself and like, oh, why did I do this? And why did I fall in love with this person? And why do I keep putting myself through this? You keep breaking yourself down in the book.
I guess you could call it compulsive behaviour, but really I just hadn't given up on the dream of sort of finding love.
And it's a magnificent window into the male psyche and how men approach this modern age of dating. It's not so easy.
No, it's definitely not easy. And I think, you know, what happens is that guys start out with good intentions and they sort of become rock stars online, and before they know it, they're creeps.
It's
well, good on you, mate.
Awesome reading.
It is a great read, and it's really great because you are so humble and everything as well. But I do want to say, I've just found a picture of RDJ. Can we just look at this? Everybody, look at him.
Oh, please. He looks
look
like
at that.
He looks like the fat boy on the trampoline in comparison to you, Dara.
Oh, thank you so much for coming in. Jess, it's a great book. It's called Laid. Go out there and get it, especially if you're a newly single dad as well. It might teach you a thing or two about what to do and what not to do.
It's got a lovely silver overview. But coming up, Peaches Geldof ties the knot. We've got the latest pictures. And also ahead, do you